Hello everybody, TehJew22 here, and welcome back to Guest Star Allies Go. And, well, I will say that, well, first and foremost, going back from the last episode, we had some audio difficulties, and now we're going to start the next official level, which is level 3. The first level was divided in half, thinking that it was the whole game, but I was wrong, obviously. But anyway, and then, of course, right there we almost fell. So, hopefully this will be the last time I do post commentary. But anyway, we do get Nesp in place of Plug. Nothing against Plug, but Nesp, he has this attack that allows him to... He has this attack that can go long ranges. He has a very long-ranged attack. He's not a melee fighter, but what he lacks in melee, he more than makes up for long range. Whereas Jim is a little bit of a mix of both. I mean, yeah, he can attack close range, but his yo-yo can do a lot of damage. And then, and of course, Chef Kawasaki, like I said before, he is a godsend when it comes to, you know, getting us out of a jam when it comes to the bosses. But ultimately, though, Waddle Doo, he's more projectile based than he is melee based, but he can get close enough to, you know, do some damage up close. So simply put, we just go through this level, and even though there's a time limit, the worst thing you could do is just simply, well, what's the word? Okay. Oh, there's the Zap Sword. Oh. Okay, so obviously you either need you either need Waddle Doo's power up or Nesp or Plug in order to get that that upgrade. But otherwise, this level is very straightforward. Of course, you might have to go out of your way to look for some of the secrets, more or less, but that's neither here nor there. You just have to go and do it. So, I hope you guys... It's going to be a little bit different. I might put a little bit of music in the background, but nothing too crazy there. But nonetheless, though, we have the mic power up, and of course, I didn't even look at my health, so as a result, I ended up losing a life. But thankfully, you're not scored based on how many lives you lose or you didn't lose. You're scored based on time, and also, I would have to imagine the effort put into getting the... I'm pretty sure if you just blast your way through the game, then yeah, you could beat it in a faster time, but then you risk getting beat very easily when you get to the bosses. There you see an attack level badge, which you could easily miss if you're just blasting your way through the game. And I'm not sure how I got on top of Chef Kawasaki, but it was nice of him to give me a piggyback ride. And I noticed that, I just noticed in post-commentary something I didn't notice when I was recording it live, or so I had thought. Anyway, you can reset abilities here, and... Alright, so let me just dismount, but... Always gotta watch out for these enemies, because you never know when they'll drop. But yeah, like, I did not find out about the audio messing up until after it was over. Anyway, we have Pon and Con. And of course, there you see Chef Kawasaki being the MVP that he is, keeping us fed while we take on Pon and Con. Now, of course, Nesp's ability to attack from long range, it is very, very awesome, especially when Pon and Con are better off getting up close. And of course, it also... Now, of course, if you have Kirby with you, obviously you would take the little ones and spit it right back at Pon and Con. But when you don't have that ability, then you just have to rely on brute strength at times. But at least we taught Pon and Con a lesson. So of course we continue from the enemy's lair. Now of course how we go from one area to a game to another without any rhyme or reason is completely beyond me. I think they just take some of the levels in some... I think they just take some of the levels and blend them in as to make it its own, really. Alright, so now we have another boss gauntlet. And Chef Kawasaki goes down. We gotta save him. There we go. And of course, with that health upgrade, we now have upgraded our health. I'll tell you one thing: if nothing else, get those health upgrades. I mean, the speed also helps with, you know, finishing the level fast. But now we have the friend bridge. Okay. So this one's very simple. You just want to make sure he does not run into the spikes and lead him down. But you want to make sure he goes or hits the wall, so that way he goes the other way. Yeah, because yeah, if he hits the spikes, then he loses the key. How that happens, don't ask, because I don't know. Alright, so now we have Knuckle Joe. Now this guy's a melee fighter, without question, and yep, we got some more attack and power badges. It is kind of nice that they replaced stars with hearts. Which is kind of ironic because that's what Twitter did a couple of... Not too long ago, we used to have stars in place of hearts, but obviously they did that. Why they did it, I will never know. Really, I won't. But yeah, hopefully hopefully that will be the last time that we ever have to deal with post commentary. And then, ooh, yeah, can't forget that. Can't forget the speed. Also, watch out for those blades. You would have to have a water power up in order to take out those blades. And then when I tried to get to one of the water enemies, of course my friends, so to speak, they take them out before I even have the chance to befriend any of them. So yeah, apparently I must have missed a health level because I'm one behind, apparently. Alright, so I get plugged back in. And then we take on Francisca. One thing I had to learn more to do was to learn how to block and also, thanks to Chef Kawasaki, I was kind of running low on health. And that health saved me quite a bit. Okay, with that, and of course, those particular ice attacks, I mean, they home in on you, so you actually have to keep running. I got hit a couple of times because I wasn't running fast enough. And I wasn't blocking either, so that also didn't help either. But it was Knuckle Joe that got the job done, so, you know, kudos to Knuckle Joe. Alright, so now we get Wester and just whip it good. Dun 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 dun. I love that song. But we also get Jammer Jab. I mean, like I said, his staff ability, a long-range melee fighter is what he is. Oh yeah, also take out these bombs, because they do a lot of damage if you don't take them out. And, you know what, just for the lulz, we'll get, you know, Bird on. Okay. Oh, this one. And, of course, as I shot my way through, I made it, but in the process, I ended up losing Chef Kawasaki, and now I'm down one less friend and one less life. Great. Okay. So when we get back, as you can see, we lost Chef Kawasaki. So now we'll have to soldier on alone without him. I mean, sure, we have each other. It's just... It'll be a little bit more tougher without him. And I mistimed that and got crushed. Great. I mean, really, the key of this is to time your shots very carefully. I mean, that really shouldn't go without saying, but that's what you have to do. Oh, there it is. There's another shield power up. And of course, don't be afraid to look in those crates, because you never know what you might find. Alright, so we get a new friend in Plug. And turns out we might need Poppy Bros Jr. Especially if his ability is going to be needed. Obviously, you'll find nothing if you play as Poppy Bros Jr. But yeah, that's what I like about this game. You can play any character that you want. And of course I was looking to see if there was any secrets or anything like that, but there wasn't. Okay, another reset area. Okay, so you just hit that switch and also be careful not to fall. And, well, looks like we have to take on Flamberg. Though I would have... Now I'm starting to understand that, you know, Chili was out there. So if you have Chili, then you can pretty much do a lot of damage. Same thing with Poppy Bros bombs. They may not hit all the time, but when they do hit, they do a lot of damage. And if you have Chili, then you'll definitely have an advantage as well, because then you can take out his fire. Or if you have a water-based power up. That also helps too. And nice uppercut by yours truly as Blade Knight. Alright, so we got the checkpoint. Nice. Alright, so we move on. Now we have another... Oh, wow, we also have these large enemies. Yeah, not so tough when you don't have your shield, huh? And then, of course, we have Mr. Frosty showing his butt. Really likes to make an ass out of himself. Alright, so now we have Chili with us. And I trust that whenever there's a mid-boss, then we must take his power. Because 9 times out of 10, that's usually the case. And nice, we got another speed level up. Alright, now with this one, you have to watch out for these for the cannons. But now you have another boss rush. And of course the cannons don't make it easy. I mean, sure, thankfully they don't take a lot of damage, or they don't cause you too much trouble. But anyway, Chef Kawasaki back in the house. And now definitely we need to get him. And of course I was having a little bit of trouble as to who to replace Chef Kawasaki with, but we got him. Nice. And we get a health upgrade as well. And let's see, what do we have here? Of course, we have one of these sections. Now, of course, you can intentionally try to stop yourself from going in, but that's pretty much where all the good stuff is. There we go. And we have yet another attack power. Great. Okay, these have spikes, do those do the conveyor belt, but oh yeah, and to get this one, you just simply just go down and go up. It only goes one way, so that's how it works that way. And this, what do we have here? It's the friend train! And this one, you just... You can walk on walls, man. This is insane. But the key is you jump when you see a bunch of hearts. That's how you know when you're supposed to jump. And also not to jump when you want to go up walls. I mean, we're just plowing through enemies like it's nobody's business. Yep, you can walk up the wall. It's crazy. And if you do everything right, then you should be able to get the max power-up. So yeah, we definitely missed a health power-up, but thankfully we're in much better shape than we otherwise would be. Ooh, I almost fell there. And great job there on Chili's part to do some damage. Of course, you have to watch out for those masks. I remember the masks were a big character or a featured enemy in the original game, and for whatever reason they never featured again until this game, or at least in this mode, because I've seen them a lot more in this mode than elsewhere, really. Oh, nice! We did get the max health. Okay, well, never mind. I forgot. It's been a while, but then again, this is post commentary, so I would forget. Okay, so we did get everything we need. And I believe behind door number 1. Zan Partisan. Now, I would have to think that Chili's power will also be very helpful because of the fact that, you know, that ice doesn't absorb lightning, and I would have to think that would have a big part in it. There you see me underneath Zan Partisan doing a tremendous amount of damage to him. And then, of course, Chef Kawasaki doing his thing and giving us some more food. And then the last blow by Chili puts him out for good. But yeah, these guys did a great job helping me. So I have to give credit to Poppy Bros with the power of the bombs, and Chili's ice power, and Chef Kawasaki for keeping us alive. So we are now 2 levels away from ending our time with Kirby's Kirby Superstar Allies, or Kirby Star Allies, sorry. But until then, this is the Blue Toad TehJew22 signing off, saying goodbye. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode for what it was. I had no control over it going out, but until then, have a great day, everybody.